come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Huh? Hey guys, Third Street Reactions here. Guys, we are on episode 19. Last time, Shane, we had a quick little one-off episode here. And we both talked about and noticed the fighting was just, it's always been good, but it was particularly good.
It was particularly good. They were doing some wrestling moves. He learned that by looking at the Ninja Turtles Wikipedia. So they were consciously trying to do just different things. It's just a good way to keep the show interesting, keep it fresh. I mean, I kind of got, you know, YouTube famous by doing lightsaber fighting choreography.
Right.
I love that stuff. Haven't done it in years, but I miss it quite a bit. But so it's something that I always pick up on, and I think you've started to pick up on that stuff as well.
Right.
No, it was cool. And by the way, one thing we didn't ask ourselves in the post talk last episode: what happened to Pitch and Pete?
I don't know. I had that written as a note, and I
actually, when I looked up the trivia, I figured it would say something about that.
Or are we just forgetting something that happened? Between the two of us, we wouldn't have forgotten if a main-ish character just died or something.
No, I don't know. I think we're supposed to be as perplexed as the Turtles. But we had Don Vizioso, low-level boss, who wants to wipe... Actually, it's a pretty big thing to wipe out all mutants. He kept referencing bringing back like a doctor, and it's a Dr.
Farrell.
Yeah, just a reference from something else.
Yeah.
Because he never made an appearance either. Besides the fight scenes, we had an awesome like ninja action sequence where Raph was in the purple smoke, taking down guys, doing his ninja stuff. Yeah, it was a cool episode. I loved it.
It was cool. I enjoyed, you know, Raph was acting like a baby.
I thought so too.
But
I thought so too.
That kind of beginning to end in one episode, being able to recognize a major fault, correct it, and make things right with the team again. I enjoy those little...
Me too. It is one of those things, like the show itself was poking fun. Like, oh, this is the 27th time he's done this. So it's like, okay, guys, we know he's done it a lot of times.
And I thought that Donnie's little, whoa, boo-hoo-hoo, I thought it was pretty funny, actually.
I thought it was too. It just, with Raph, he's sensitive. Like, he's more sensitive than he lets on. That's why he gets so angry.
And he's a hothead, yeah, so...
Yeah. Guys, before we jump in, if you want to see the full-length uncut reaction...
Full length! Shane, what length was it?
Full length. We also have early access. I'm sure you know that by now. Guys, after our reaction, stick around for a review. Let's jump in.
Oh, yeah!
Ice Cream Kitty.
The Adventures of Wingnut and Screwloose.
Its tail.
These old vintage comics are the best!
Wingnut and Screwloose aren't bad, but you can't tell me they're better than Arachnid Man, or Superb Man, or even the Indelible Bulge.
You know, I used to have an Indomitable Bulge, and now I'm fat, so I got one here.
I've been having headaches and
That's
weird
why
nightmares about space and other galaxies.
You're probably just adjusting to life back on Earth.
I don't know, Donnie. My seventh sense tells me it's not that. It's that freaking crystal she never takes off.
Let me take a look at it.
No! Get away from it!
Whoa! You're acting like it's your process. You're addicted to that thing, April.
I said back off! It's just a crystal. No big deal.
Wow. I'm seeing particles and structures I've never seen before. I'm gonna try an experiment.
It's crane tech right there, right?
What is that, Donnie?
Trouble?
You are playing with forces that you have no idea what's going to happen.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's alive.
Did it just come out of the crystal?
Ooh, tingly.
That's weird.
That would be weird,
That's
dude.
weird, dude.
See? That's Monoculus of the planet Zoltag. He's Space Emperor Supreme of all floating eyeballs in the galaxy.
Mikey! Sensei wants to see us.
The spud of a million eyes.
Come on, Ice Cream Kitty.
So is it going to take something from the comic?
Maybe take the form of...
I hope not fucking that brain thing.
Huh?
Yep.
Whoa! What?
That's disgusting. It reminds me of the eye on top of the Technodrome.
Wait till Raph sees this!
What
heck is this?
No way! It can't be! Monoculus!
So it actually took it from the
from the
comic.
From the source material.
Man, that is one huge eyeball!
You took the crystal from my lab?
It's mine. I need it.
That's nuts.
Dude.
Okay, I give up. Anyone want to tell me what's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. It's the Emperor Supreme of Space Eyeballs. Look, it used to be in my comic, but now it's vanished.
Oh, it's like not even there now.
Come on, team. Let's head back to the lair.
And I want to take a closer look at that crystal, April.
I have this comic. They kind of look the same, but that's impossible.
Unless the crystal. It must have magical powers, yo. It did the scanny thing, and then I was all tingly, and then it brought a character from my comic book to life.
He didn't see it do the scanny thing. Did it do a scanny thing out there?
Crazy.
We know Mike's right, but
Look at his sheets.
fucking elephant feet.
Dimethyltryptamine.
Did you ever fall asleep in school very much?
No, never. Really.
Yeah, you were kind of a good student.
Okay then, make it work, Merlin.
Make Wingnut and Screw Loose come to life, Crystal. Go for it. Do it. Come on, Crystal.
Told
Stop
you it
messing
doesn't
with
work,
me.
Bromix.
No, wait. Give it a zap.
Like this.
I love his little thing he does.
Why not get... So maybe it is like electricity.
Yeah, you got the Krangstaff. Look at that, see? Those guys are in Turtles. I've seen them before. I've seen the action figures of them.
You were right, Mikey.
Holy chalupa.
Wow, not the guy on the right. The guy on the left really looks like something I've seen before.
Back on Earth. Golly gee willikers, Wingnut!
Like the Batman comics. Tortoise Man. Look at this first person. Yeah, it's cool, dude. I like it.
Yeah. Ew.
He's a real
Wingnutarang.
Time to unmask you. Mask refuses to come off. Holy anthropomorphic amphibians, Wingnut! I told you they weren't bad guys.
My apologies, citizen.
My favorite comic book heroes in real life. I gotta get you guys to sign my
Wingnut's
comic.
like jacked.
Yeah, he is.
Oh man, they're gone.
Name's Casey. He's Mikey. We're about to go on patrol. Any chance you guys want to go look for crime?
Indeed, young Casey.
On Superhero Patrol.
Hey!
There we go.
Where is my crystal? I gave it back to you. Now you've lost it.
Well, we'll find it.
I want my crystal.
April?
Just leave me alone.
You are not thinking clearly, April. You are too attached to that object. The crystal is a crutch.
It's not a crutch. It's just very important to me. And now it's missing.
None of us took it, and we're all here. Except... Mikey?
Coast looks clear.
Skullface McGillen. Criminal mastermind.
Like He-Man or whatever.
Skullface.
I think it was Skeletor or something. I've never really.
Oh, yeah.
I've
It's
never.
He-Man's.
Yeah, I've never watched anything like He-Man ever. I enjoy this campy, fun, spirited,
Yeah.
like kind of thing.
And you're gonna get zapped by me, see?
See?
No, see?
I get how Wingnut and Screw Loose came out of that comic. How did Skullface escape?
No clue, bruh.
We did not come out of any comic book.
It's true, super dudes. You're just made-up characters.
Wingnut lost his family at the intergalactic movies and later adopted Screw Loose after a tragedy at the space circus.
How do you know so much about us?
It was the power of the crystal, yo. See?
Can you feel it, old chum? The source of life and power itself.
Give us the crystal!
Dude.
Jeez.
Oh, you just turned against him? Come on.
His mouth kind of creeps me out.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's almost like this mutagen. That's terrible.
I swear, if Mikey lost my
I ought to be
crystal...
under that.
Mikey, where the heck are you?
Dude, me and Casey need help!
You didn't believe his ass.
You're tracking comic book characters across the city, and it's finally happened. Mikey's lost his mind.
Wingnut and Screwloose are real! But don't tell April I took her crystal, or that I lost her crystal, or that the bad guys have her crystal.
Mikey! My crystal!
My bad.
I love his outfit, dude, Mike's.
It's ridiculous, and it's great.
Looks like Star Wars, retro futuristic.
The crystal is a conduit of energy. It created us, old chum.
I get it now, Wingnut. We don't really exist in this world. We're just images brought to life.
His hair.
That sounds like Iago's voice now.
A little bit.
Godric, what's his name?
Gilbert Godfrey.
Do we make our move?
Not yet. Wait till the time is right.
That nose bothers me, man.
It does.
Come on, Wingnut. We don't want to hurt you.
You're not bad guys! You're heroes!
You'll say anything to get the crystal.
It's like the Ring, kind of, right?
Yeah.
ODM gear, baby.
Whoa! Mikey was right. We gotta start listening to him more often.
Well, yeah, no
Yeah.
shit. Use your ODM gear. Heat seeking?
You know how much money it would take for some of this technology?
I don't think like the ODM gear that he's wearing is. I don't think we can ever make something that's actually reliable. That'll hook into like every surface
Right.
and be able to kind of unplug from it.
What's wrong with you, Wingnut? In the comics, you're a hero.
I still am!
You that bat.
Yeah. Number heat. Whoa, that's cool.
He's got my crystal! It's mine!
She needs to chill out, dude.
Or hurt like a son of a bitch. Just big ball of trash. Sound.
Casey, I got an idea! It's not great, but it's an idea!
Just do it already.
Oh.
Now, April, focus your powers. Now, reabsorb the energy that brought him to life.
Finally, back where she belongs.
Did you hear that, Wingnut? They're gonna send us back to being pictures on a page.
No, old chum. They're going to send us back to where we're supposed to be. I'm sorry for all the trouble we've caused here.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, just try killing your ass.
Holy goodbyes, everyone.
Don't be sad, Mikey. They were never real to begin with.
I know! It's cool, bro!
April, when we get back to the lair, I think I'd better run some more tests on that crystal.
No, Donnie. It's my crystal. I'm never gonna take it off again for anyone or anything. Ever again.
Not good.
Not good at all. I brought up some Ninja Turtle Wikipedia trivia stuff, so maybe you'll give us some conversation points, and then we'll... I'm just doing this first. Sometimes we do it last. But there are numerous references to the DC comic character, Batman, obviously. The episode's title is similar to the first episode of the 2004 The Batman animated series, The Bat in the Belfry. I didn't know there was a 2004 animated series. I just know about the 1992 one. That's the one that Matt and I are doing now. Wingnut is voiced by Darren Norris, who voiced Batman in the Imaginext DC Super Friends miniseries.
Oh,
okay.
cool.
Screwloose is called the Bug Wonder after Robin, who's called the Boy Wonder. Yeah, Wingnut's costume, much like its classic counterpart, counts with his black gloves, black trunks, and utility belt. The Wingnut orang is like the Batarang. Wingnut and Screw Loose are parodies of specifically Batman and Robin from the 66 series. And they were, when they were played by Adam West and Burt Ward. Just pretty much stuff we know. Fill in the blank, obviously, with all that stuff. Aside from these references, the Turtles make nods to other comic book heroes from both DC and Marvel comics while debating which one is the best comics. Wingnut and Screw Loose, which is Batman and Robin. Arachnid Man is Spider-Man. Superb Man is Superman. The Indelible Bulge. The Incredible Hulk in a Fantastic Four food groups, which is a Fantastic Four. So, also we had the Aeon Crystal reference with Lord of the Rings. You know, obviously with the Gollum, you know, my precious type thing. And that's pretty much it. So
yeah, and I think that in the bigger scheme of things here, it seems like this Crystal issue with April has just kind of come on all of a sudden. I don't
know. Well, the very first time she gets it, which is when they were in outer space, they're on that one planet with the angels that got corrupted into those gargoyle things.
Yep.
She's looking at it at the end, and it does the same thing. It, like, you know, the show ends and it turns into that little comic book look. So I knew it was going to come back eventually, and she's slowly become more powerful. Now, she hasn't had any instances of anger like this.
Yeah, but it seems like it's starting to become unmanageable at this point.
It's because it's gotten worse. It's almost corrupted her.
Yeah.
You know, that mist that comes out of it kind of flies around, and it can take on different shapes and bring things to life. Well, it just kind of turns into that, I think.
It's just weird. It's like pulling it off of paper.
What's weird is, like, it would have to know... I mean, it's a cartoon, but how would it know, like, what the gadgets do and the stuff they say, and like, and then the knowledge of everything? Like, it has
to have the knowledge of the writers of the comics.
Yeah, I think what happens is that it scans that page, but it's also taking in at least that comic book.
Right.
You know, maybe. Or maybe it has knowledge of just being around the Turtles when it's on April.
I like how when they're trying to look for the crystal before they realize Mikey took it, Donnie's like...
Yeah.
Looking under like couch cushions.
Yeah, like why the hell would it be there? You know what I mean? But yeah, the eyeball, that thing kind of reminded me of the eyeball on top of the original Technodrome from the 1987-88 series.
And to me, it looks like it's actually a Dungeons and Dragons offshoot. But I've talked about this before, like Baldur's Gate, that whole world. Baldur's Gate 3 just came out last summer, I think.
Or, I mean, I think
it maybe more recent than that.
It's much more recent than that. I thought it was like Christmas or something.
But the original Baldur's Gate has like literally floating giant eyeballs like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen those in kind of like, because those are kind of based off like the Dungeons and Dragons world. I've seen that stuff like on the Dungeons and Dragons like the official book and the artwork. I've seen that stuff before.
Right.
You know, overall decent episode. I mean, it was definitely character driven in terms of April. Now we know that the crystal equals bad. It's corrupted her. It's given her, I don't know, and it hasn't really given her powers, but doesn't that thing kind of help enhance it?
Yeah, and that's what my question is. I'm assuming somehow at some point we're going to have to take it off, or maybe by force, but how is that going to affect her powers? Is it going to revert anything?
Well, my question is, like, usually in cartoons, when you take that thing off, it kind of like, oh, wow, I don't know what came over me. But she had it off, so it maybe needs to be destroyed or something.
Right. Because
it still has claim over her.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, guys, I don't think I got anything else. You?
No.
Okay, if you want
I
support...
do not! Ah!